Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc. So today for you, we've got a new match of it's Beelstar, the Impmon Rush Beelstar versus Jellymon. Yes, we're finally going to see Jellymon again on the channel. It's been ages. I'm a big fan of this deck just because like swing in for tons and tons of checks with jamming feels super good, and it's always a low investment, like it's a bunch of level 4s and things like that. We've also mixed in blue hybrid into the engine this time, so a little bit something fresh for you, so it's not just the same iteration we've seen in the past. I'm pretty excited about the blue Jellymon deck. It's just like a pet project of mine that I work on the side when I'm getting a little bit bored of what the main focus of what I'm focused on. Funny how that works. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoy. I will say the Beelstar list used here was my testing partners. Mine later this week when we feature it, the full deck Impmon Rush deck. It's going to be a very heavy, prevalent focus on the Impmon Rush package, whereas in this, it's more of a classic Beelstar list with a little bit of Imp Rush like dashed into it. So we kind of took the deck and we went two different routes with it entirely, using a lot of the same cards, but the focus is very, very different. So just kind of keep that in mind when we get through this. Also, new memory marker for the month of May here. This is Monimon here, so new baby that we've got. If you are playing some of the Hunter's deck, you know all about using this little guy. He's pretty much everywhere in every Hunter deck. This is handmade out of clay, hand-painted as well by my wife, Digimon. Just a great, fun, perfect size little memory marker for that deck. So again, if you're playing some Hunters, definitely going to be a good one to pick up. Again, this is for a Patreon reward for this month of May, as well as you can find it on her Etsy store, link in the description below. Also there you can find all of her previous memory markers that we featured for her in the past on there as well, with some updated memory markers of some old stuff. Also, if you're interested in ordering cards online, I suggest checking out cardtrader.com. They actually are an incredible site for ordering cards online, similar to TCG Player, but these guys cut down on your shipping cost. What they do is they gather all the cards from across the globe with whatever language you're looking for. They'll gather all of the cards you're wanting in their warehouse, and then you only pay for a single shipping cost to get all the cards that you're wanting, so shipped to you. And whether that's singles or sealed product doesn't matter. And then also, if you use my affiliate link in the description below there, you can actually get a free $2 to spend on anything you want just for signing up. And just for signing up, it helps support me on the channel as well, as whether you're ordering something or just signing up in general, I get a kickback, so it helps support the channel without even having to donate anything. So if you want to help support the channel, just go sign up for an account on cardtrader.com and check it out. I do think that getting all my shipping all under one single cost is really great, because that's one thing I do not like about tcgplayer.com is the fact that I have to pay for all these different shipping things. Even if it's for like a $2 card, I have to pay $1 shipping, or buying a 50-cent card and paying $1 for shipping always feels so bad. So here they'll just gather up all the cards in one place and then ship them to me for one cost. I am a big fan of cardtrader.com, so yeah, definitely go check them out. Please support the channel. All right, here we go. Got it sped up a little bit just so we can make our way through these long pauses as we think out our plays. And again, these are both pretty new decks for us here, so that we're just, these are a lot of dry runs for us that we like to record. So Jellymon going first here, going into the Impmon, and then Jellymon followed up with the Memory Fixer Kyoshiro. Passing us at 4 memory, which is pretty nice for us. Looks like we can't immediately capitalize on it. Playing out an Iron Mako to search here. Going to pick up a Beelstar. Bottom deck the rest of those. Unfortunately, those memory boosts, those missed memory boosts can always be pretty powerful. And then going into the EX2 Impmon, was hoping to save that for the Iron Mako trigger. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Got the memory fixer, so just going to hard play out a Eismon instead of evoing it to pass turn. So just kind of using what memory you've got available. We did miss a draw because of hard playing it, but I think not wasting memory is also very important. Now they're at 3 memories, so they can definitely make some plays here. We also did turn their Impmon live on accident by or misplaying. I don't know what you want to call it. With the Eismon there by hard playing it out. Here we're going to see that Tesla Jellymon, which is, so this is pretty much the bread and butter of it. Now, unfortunately, they do not have the Kirishiro that gives jamming. They don't have the memory for it. But still, against a Beelstar deck, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're more likely to run into a kill option than you are something with high DP. So you can kind of get away with a swing here. So swing, going to draw for the Jellymon and for the Impmon, I believe both. Could be mistaken. Unfortunately, they do hit into a fly bullet. But nice thing about Tesla Jelly is you trashed cards after the fact. Here we're going to see the Jerry come down and getting to hard play the Leomon for free off the Jerry. Such a powerful, powerful combination of cards there. Really good tech into the deck here. So we're going to swing with Eismon. They're both 4K, so he's got to decide, does he want to allow the check go through, or does he want to draw in the memory game to shorten our plays? Also getting the draw off of Jerry from the attack. I believe he might have missed the Kirishiro. I think he missed the Kirishiro a lot on this one, the draws on the Kirishiro. It's a lot of odd interactions at odd times, so it's a lot to keep up with, a lot of draw power. It's incredible. So Eismon there, draw 3, trash 2. Looks like we trashed 2 7-cost options. And then the debate, do we Evo here or do we just go for the crash and then hard play something? How desperate are we for a draw at this point? Looks like pretty desperate. So going to Evo to pass instead of just hard playing out the Eismon. I don't know. I don't remember what was in my hand, but I feel like a crash and just a hard play would have been the better option there. But so they're going to hatch into another Impmon, going into the promo Jellymon this time. They got plenty of memory to work with, so it's multiple different avenues of plays that you can go into. You really don't want to ever Evo your Leomons. You want to save them for your Jerrys. You never know when you're going to hit a Jerry in security and you really want to slam that Leomon down. Here, the 3 Evo costs, though, into the level 4 hybrid. That's the new one there that on Evo plays out a source. A level 3 source, so not really what you want to do in that situation. Really desperate for some draws. Going to hard play a Jellymon. Yeah, not exactly the greatest. Still does not have the jamming Kirishiro online, which again is the bread and butter of the deck there. That's the combos that you want. Eismon swinging, it hits it to a Beowulfmon. Haven't seen Beowulf in a hot minute. It's going to draw 3, trash 2, and then should be draw 1, trash 1 for that Demimera. Looks like we see a fly bullet getting ditched there. Only 4 options in trash so far. And then a Rivals Barrage. And then draw 1, trash 1. So, and then that's the 7th full clusters there. 7th full cluster is an awkward one for this deck. I don't think I'm exactly a fan of it. I think I'd rather just keep playing the red option, because the red option I can kill multiple things at once. If they're all the same level, I can do a board wipe, whereas 7th full clusters literally only hits one thing, because it literally specifies in the card text that it only hits one, and it's the same cost. Only thing is it's a purple, whereas the other one you have to have Beelstar in play to be able to use the red option. Hard playing an Impmon Searcher here from EX2. Reveal 4, going to add, I believe, an Iron Mako and a Beelstarmon. Going to hit up that new starter deck Beelstarmon. Really good to use with the Warp Impmon that you can run into the deck, because we're not going to run any level 5s in a Beelstar deck. And we don't really want to Evo on that Impmon in raising area either, just because we really want to get that on deletion mill 3. So just going for the Evo of the Dobermon and then pass turn, so it'll give us some more stuff in trash, as well as cycle anything that we might dump that we don't necessarily want to see. So going to go ahead and promote up that level 4 there. I did point out, probably just missed the Iron Mako trigger. It wouldn't have changed too much. I believe we're already at 0 memory, so it would have prevented 1. And then we wouldn't necessarily got the mill. That's unfortunate there. It's going to pop the level 4 with the Death Claw. So and the security effect is delete a level 4 or lower. So that's really, really fortunate for us. Probably should have swung with the other one, I would say. I mean, you know you're playing against Beelstar. You know it's the chances of hitting into an option in security is tremendously high. So swing with your valuable things first before you swing with the little things, because we want to use the kill options on the important things. So yeah, just something to kind of keep in mind there. So again, evoing into the I forget her name. It's not Randomon, it's the other one. It's Randomon's Evo form. We haven't seen a Randomon yet either. Don't even see one in hand. So choosing to play another Jellymon. I see a Kirishiro in hand. Still just choosing not to play it, though. I mean, I guess it keeps coming back to that. You don't necessarily need jamming. We hit into another Kirishiro, but it's just yet another memory fixer. Again, not... oh, there's no Jerry. He evoed on top of the Jerry. That's what it was. I was like, why didn't you trigger the Jerry? Oh, there is no Jerry. All right, hitting into a Leomon there instead of a Jerry. Usually it's like the other way around that you want to see that. So draw one, trash one, and then we're going to mill 3 here. Doesn't look like any good valuable targets. Death X getting milled, probably it's not something you want to see. Death X in this situation would be pretty solid, I would say. Clear the field, although they do play hybrid, so you got to really be careful. You never know when hybrid for game is coming around the corner. So it looks like we're both down to 2 security at this point. We've yet to get to see any Impmon rush stuff. Getting to that trash point, and that's what I was saying. Our builds are very different. He focused in on just doing regular Beelstar, draw trash, and my build is just like raw, pure mills, so a little bit more like Beelzemon style. So here we're going to play the Beelstar here for, I believe, that is a 5 play cost. And then we're going to play the Gwaltschwarmer here. So that's going to clear the board of all the little things. So we will get to trigger our Dobermon here of mill 3. And then add back a Digimon. Going to go for the blocker. Interesting play. So grabbing the 3 play cost blocker to hand here on play gets the mill. It might be a 4 play cost. I think I'm thinking of something else. We'll find out. So going for Impmon, evoing the old Jellymon there and raising. Big debates on what to do in this situation. I would say you want to prep for the kill next turn, right? Because if you can set up all your pieces now, the swing twice play. If you can set up your double attack level 4 and you're jamming. And then on the following turn, all you need is hybrid for game at that point. But you need the Kirishiro. It looks like instead just going to go for the Randomon, just going to go for pure damage. It's not bad. Go ahead and get that check. In case it's an option or something like that you don't want to deal with, you can always go for the play next turn, which it's not. So even more value here. That means that, the opponent can't go for game. No memory fixer. So yeah, there's no harm in just doing that 2 Evo. There's the Tesla. And you can still play out the 3 memory cost Kirishiro if you want. Although don't really need to. Just swing there and then Evo on top of the Kirishiro for game with a hybrid. So go ahead, swing with the Beelstar, clear the body. We have to clear the body because we only have 1 security left. Playing out the blocker here. So 4 play cost blocker, mill 2 on play. Really solid card. I'm a big fan of it. So here, in a pretty solid situation, can swing twice, force the block here, or just go for, looks like they're looking at the red plug-in there. Not needed because there is not multiple checks, so no point in looking at that. See a Sorye in hand, does not, can't use that in this situation. Sorye. Howling Memory Boost would also be pretty powerful here. No, so there's the play I would say you don't necessarily need, because if that's a kill option, then you just miss out, right? Whereas if you just kept that, so there it goes for a double draw, but the Jellymon effect is not a draw effect. So just talking it through, making sure this is the stuff. They finally remembered the Kirishiro. Unfortunately, is not. So this is the Security Impmon, which is pretty cool. The last card in Security. We do get to see that. Playing out the when attacking Impmon, which is basically game at this point if there is another turn. So trash 2 to unsuspend. And then gets to swing again, which forces us to block, which is only a 4K, so they're going to kill it. Jellymon will bounce to hand. That's what the Jellymon does. And then Ice Walls us. Oh, Ice Wall, the card, the bane, the awfulness. So here's a tricky situation. It's like if you swing, you pass turn. Use the Iron Mako somehow. So yeah, okay. So yeah, you're gonna use the Iron Mako to bring it back to the turn, right? You put your blocker up to handle whatever gets played. Put something back from Iron Mako to gain a minute or go to 0. Use Beelstar to swing over the Tesla, and then you're good. You can block the so then swing over the Tesla, and now if they try to go hybrid for game, then you have the blocker to prevent that, and they don't have enough memory to go double hybrid. I mean, it is blue. They could run a Hammer Spark. They have 2 Tamers. It's not above and beyond. But there is a 1 play though. Let's see if they have it in their hand there. It's kind of hard to see what they have. I see a Tesla. See, there's the Randomon. So could go Randomon here for Evo, then draw. We saw the out earlier in the match. The question is how many do they run? And then here freaks out, draws into it, top decks it, and there you see it in hand. It's like, oh god. So yeah, it is a Beowulf. So Beowulf 1 Evo because there is a Tamer. When attacking, gonna bounce a level 4 to hand and then swing for game. Beowulf always putting in work every time. It was just after this game, I was like, man, I want to pre-release Beowulf. How much are they? And they're still a decent amount. They're not terrible, but like if I wanted a play set, they're a little too much. And then just showing off the hand there, we see the new blue removal option, which if you place a source underneath, it makes it a 6 play cost, and it bottom decks the target. It's really great in Jellymon because you can slide a Jellymon underneath something to give it jamming. If you have the right Kirishiro out, which they were very cautious on playing out. They were very reserved, considering that's like the main focus of the deck. But again, against Beelstar, it doesn't matter all that much because how many Beelstars are playing? Unfortunately, again, we did not see much or any rush Impmons. We could have saw the power of it if we if we could have got the Beelstar out. I did have it in hand at the very end of the game. The problem was we just didn't have quite enough in trash to get to play it for free. And that was, or not play it for free, but play it and not pass turn. That was like the biggest drawback. Not seeing the missed memory boost, like bottom decking both missed memory boosts in the beginning of the game really sucked for us because then we just no memory fixer or way to pop up a little bit extra memory. And then we couldn't quite get to that point to play her out. Because once you play her out, that's pretty much a wrap. Like the game's over for us, because we're going to win basically instantly because of all the Impmons that are going to start flying like crazy. Hit the Impmon in security there. Unfortunately, could not capitalize on it, which really bummer because we did add back that Beelstarmon earlier, which, swing, warp into Beelstarmon, gain a ton of memory back, check all the rest of the security, and then swing for game with everything else. Just did not quite get to that point. Very unfortunate. Now, again, we'll see a different Beelstar build later this week. I'm pretty happy with the Jellymon. We'll go over the full Jellymon deck. You can see some text in that hand right there of what we're running. But my Beelstar list is vastly different. We're not drawing and discarding. We're not running Eismon. I know it's crazy. We're not running Eismon in Beelstar, but instead we're running like stuff like Witchmon, right? So we're gonna get those 3 mills instantly. 3 cards in trash, cards like that. We're running the Dobermon. That's going to be 3 more cards in trash. We are running the Ayamako just because that's our way of setting up. If we, instead of drawing and discarding, we're going to use the Ayamako. If we draw something we don't need, Evo into Witchmon, use the Ayamako to set that on top of the deck and then mill that out instead. So similar to what we're used to seeing in Beelstarmon right now. So we're doing a whole lot of that. So we're filling up the trash much quicker, but it's more blind mills rather than controlled targeted mills that we're used to seeing the draw into the discards. But I think that's okay because what we're going for is a rush strategy, an Impmon rush strategy with a little bit of the OG Beelstar just for that control element, right? We're still running all those kill options and things like that. So when we need to play those cards out, we still can. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you made it all the way to the end, you haven't already, please like the video. It helps out the channel a ton. Greatly appreciate that. And also go check out cardtrader.com. It's a great way to support the channel without actually having to donate anything to the channel. So would greatly appreciate that. Just go sign up. Helps out a ton.